What's going on, guys? Here we are playing Alliance battles on Etnaran Keys on the Luxon side, and I am playing as a Blood Necromancer. So all of the skills on my skill bar are Blood Magic and Dash, which is no attribute. So I am taking advantage of this Flux here, which gives me +3 health regeneration and an extra 100 health. So pretty good build overall. It's a very common build, or at least variations of it, you'll see in guild versus guild battles. Basically, it just relies on using Sign of Suffering and then Oppressive Gaze to deal some pretty good conditions. So that'd be weakness and poison and bleeding. And then I can also just spam Dark Pact for damage, kind of keep myself alive with Life Siphon. Normally with this build, you'd be running Sign of Lost Souls to kind of help manage energy and health. But here with this Flux, I decided to not do that. Then I have an enchantment strip, I have Well of Blood, and then also Mark of Subversion to kind of shut down some of the healers here. So this Alliance Battles was last weekend when there was this kind of like bonus weekend. So it's not always a regular thing, but every now and then Alliance Battles will happen. And hopefully with Guild Wars Reforged coming out, this will be more common. Hopefully it can be something that happens almost every weekend or some kind of frequency like that. I know you guys are excited for it. I'm definitely excited for it too. Really just more excited to see the player base start to come back a little bit. Even if that's just temporary. You know, even if it's only for a couple months, getting some more players back, playing some PvE again, maybe players hopping into PvP, that'd be good to see. Already, random arenas and some other PvP formats seem to have more players. I know people were running random arenas recently and actually getting matches without bots, so that's definitely a good sign. Some of the improvements that they're adding to the game, I'm not as excited about. I mean, I think that's good that they're doing it, but I'm just more excited about kind of the hype and some of the player base returning. And hopefully, too, getting some new Guild Wars players. In fact, I always think that playing PvP is a lot more fun when there's a big variety of skill level. If it's all just players that have been playing for the last 20 years the game's been out, everyone's running kind of meta builds and knows what they're doing for the most part. It's nice to see some new players that you can smash or teach if they're on your team. But here we go. Most of this map I'm keeping open the mission map, just to kind of see these shrines, because of course that's our goal in Alliance battles, is keep on capping these shrines. This warrior here, I used Oppressive Gaze to kind of deal some weakness, but you can see that he has a monk that's stripping these enchantments kind of right away. So these Marks of Subversion should be nice. Lasts for 6 seconds, so pretty decent shutdown, unless he tries to cast through it. Here I'm obviously separated from my team. A number of them already died, so need to get back together and start capping. And we spawn back at base, so it's really important in this map to keep control of that resurrection shrine right in the center. That should always be a priority. That way you'll res there and then you can, you know, cap either to the east or the west. kind of nice having this minion master on our team right here. Able to raise a lot of different minions here from all the corpses, and it looks like they're pretty effective. A pretty close match right now. You can see we control just one more of the shrines, and the score is pretty close right now too. Of course, if we're able to capture and hold all of the shrines for at least, I think it's 1 minute, then we get an automatic win. Otherwise, we just have to wait till we get 500 points. Here, these mesmers do cast backfire, so I do have to kind of watch out for that. Well of Blood, maybe give a nice little regeneration for these minions. I'm sure I could replace Well of Blood with something more useful, maybe another attack skill, or maybe even kind of the, not Blood as power, but the Blood Ritual. My teammates to help them with energy. Kind of felt like I had an open skill slot here and didn't really know what to bring. Dash is pretty decent though, just for running and kind of capping these shrines a little bit faster. Not totally necessary, but again, I didn't want to use a skill other than blood magic, just so I didn't mess up this flux here. But I'm sure I could have found another blood skill to bring. Here we go. This is the only shrine we don't control right now. Our teams are doing a really great job. Even though you can see right now I have split up from my main party, I'm kind of running around with a different group here, which is usually not advised in alliance battles. But right now it's working out, so I'm not trying to switch it up too much. I think I should really just be spamming Dark Pact a whole lot more on just single targets, but I'm switching off targets a lot and casting Life Siphon and stuff like that. I think just a Dark Pact spam is kind of one of the things that's good about this build. And I didn't see it from the chat log or anything. I don't know if the Kurzik side had people leave or just are AFK, but it definitely seems like they're playing with a lot less players than us. Always good to find those melee targets, try to do oppressive gaze for the weakness, and of course find these monks and hit them with that Mark of Subversion. But spreading conditions and the general degeneration is a good idea, just to put pressure on their monks. This build, it doesn't really shine in single damage targets, so kind of spreading things around is what it's good at. The Dark Pact spam is okay, but it's just like 50 damage or so. Not so effective. 51 damage there, you can see. Did play a few different Alliance battle games on this weekend. So I think I have another video that I filmed playing as a ranger. So I'll have to try to post that one sometime soon. I always enjoy playing these Alliance battles. It can be a little bit longer to get into than Fort Aspenwood, depending on the teams and everything. The games, I think, last maybe just a little bit longer. But overall, it's worth it. If it's happening, it's worth it to play. I definitely used to play this a lot back in the day, so it's a lot of fun. This is a for sure win for us at this point. We've surpassed their points by an order of magnitude. There we go. We win. So thanks for watching, and cheers, guys.